Hey, let me show you something. Come over here. Let me show you something. This standard issue AeroPress kit. This 11.2 grams high quality ground coffee. Ground relatively fine. This hot off the heater 205 Fahrenheit water. I'm following the James Hoffman new technique of AeroPress, in which he explains that the inverted pour is really overkill. You don't need to do it. As long as you stick the upper plunger in here, this will prevent drainage. Drainage! Or will it? It's not. See that? Drainage! It's dripping. This is not going to steep the way I want it to. Problem is, the plunger. The seal on the plunger is not complete. Now, the inside of the chamber has gotten a bit torn down and corroded through the years of use. But somehow that doesn't seem to be the problem, that I'm losing the seal. The problem is the plunger is not as flexible as it once was. The rubber is oxidized. So if I sit here, wait for a minute and a half, as James Hoffman recommends, I end up losing a lot of the coffee. I feel the plunger moving too easily, and I already know that some of the coffee has drained before I plunged. And that was one of the things that Hoffman did test that he found out did have a substantive effect, was whether or not you put the plunger in at the top to prevent it from prematurely draining. He found that of all the list of AeroPress things, quirky things that people do, that actually did have a basis in reality. This is the coffee I get. And it's not great. So what is the problem? What is the culprit? If you look at my AeroPress lower chamber here, the inside of it is a bit corroded in the, I don't know, inch or so, 2.5 centimeters or so of tube that I've been using. It's kind of corroded through having hot water next to it through all the years. This thing, I must have had this for 10 years in that neighborhood. So you'd think maybe it's that, except when I had the plunger in the pot and it was supposed to create a good seal, it was way up here in the smooth region that I haven't been using. I've been doing an inverted pour forever. So the result of this is that the bottom of it has stayed relatively protected. So I've put the plunger in here at the top area where it's still smooth. I'm not getting a good seal. So the problem is this thing at the top here. This is plunger. So I have replaced this before, and you have to do this every couple of years because eventually the rubber loses its softness. The rubber oxidizes, it ages, and it just needs to be replaced in order to keep getting that seal. So here's a new one. You get them in the mail anywhere. This was like, I don't know, $5 or something, plus mysteriously another $5 for shipping. Seems a lot. And replacing was actually quite simple. Just kind of peel it off. That came off even easier than I remembered. And it feels about the same, but it won't be. Put your new guy in here. Now you have squishy new rubber. And already I can tell that I'm meeting with more sliding resistance than I was, so I've probably got a better seal. Let's give it a try. So once again, same AeroPress kit, now with squishy new rubber. This is 11.2 grams, freshly ground Ethiopia coffee. Don't let the bag in the background deceive you. And here is some water, hot off the not quite boil. We're going to see if this improves my results. Ooh, look at that. Much better seal than we had before. So now we can wait around for the minute and a half that Mr. James Hoffman recommends that we steep it for before plunging it. And when we plunge it, we will get that higher quality seal that we got before. Yes, no easy resistance now. It's pushing back on me the whole time. I'm actually surprised at how much harder it is to push. Let's try it. Substantially better coffee. So thanks for watching. Remember to stay coffee snobby.
Train!